Okay, so this is, I don't know if the mobile is picking up the sound on this Leica city street. That's the suburb. There's always continual programmed work being set up. So you have these work programs all over the suburb that are also staged or programmed around your residence where you live. The sound is now turned down because if you see it from another point of view, that it's about human suppression as opposed to just local council control, like basically changing the environment, in other words pulling down places and putting up new ones, which is also still like an environmental change, but it's actually human control because the actual sound and the systems are designed to control and change everything, I think. So, that's why the sound is turned up and down according to, like, as you move around the house, because actually we have a total surveillance society, or a total surveillance, total human surveillance city system in place, even though it's only partially acknowledged or accepted. But it's actually 100% already in existence, just as it is at a worldwide level in some areas. And I'm not sure how many people actually see this or are aware of it. Most wouldn't, because unless your microchip that will be inside your body, whether that just be nanoparticles that are even, put into your body every time you eat and drink, because basically everything is now artificial and chemical, as we know. That's why a lot of people talk about having natural things. But most of the time you wouldn't know what is natural or artificial in this reality, because actually it's a total artificial domain anyway. A lot of the natural thing is only designed to coerce me into thinking that I'm in a natural environment and therefore I should focus my energy on keeping things natural. Whereas in reality, nothing natural could survive in a total computer-generated reality, or even an internet-infused normal Earth. But people don't think that, even though, even say 50 years ago, the average silly person like myself would have had enough common sense to see that it couldn't possibly be natural. It couldn't remain natural under those circumstances, especially if you understand that technology is invisible everywhere. Everything, all the technology that's used, all the computer systems are all invisible, but they still exist. They're still putting a frequency, through the air. In other words, they're putting something through the air that is not natural, something through the air that is technical, that is not compatible with the frequency and vibration of the human body or any life. And this is known, but we think that it's compatible because it seems to be low frequency vibration, or not. The effects are not immediate. If you could see the effects of technology instantly, you would realize that it's deadly and that it destroys anything natural, anything living. But because the effects are slow, like a lot of substances, as we know, even habits that we have, don't kill you instantly. They may take 10 years, but they will eventually cause physical damage to your body and your mind too. Because, you know, if you're aware of this, then there's always going to be psychological influence and psychological information programs to where you focus on things that are not relevant to your well-being or to your longevity, even though you don't know it. You know, because if I focus on certain habits of mine, thinking that that's destroying my body, unaware that there's invisible technology that's affecting my body, you know, also, or even more so, you know, naturally I'm, you know, fooling myself, aren't I? And that noise is going up and down, so it's been turned off now, so I guess I'll turn the video off. You know, because if you have like people that are using technology against other human beings, in other words, they're using it as part of surveillance and tracking, you know, you have a situation where that's psychological negativity, or a psychological or mental destruction. In other words, if you have people that are part of a patrol control system under false information, surveilling and tracking individual real humans that are just trying to get about their business, basically you have mental effect on that person. So that person will feel as though they are being stalked by, you know, a couple of thousand serial killers. So you can imagine the mental devastation on that. And these are not quiet serial killers either. They're not stalkers. They basically are operating as part of community groups and council operations, operated by the powers that be that control the whole city, in other words, by those that people actually elect to govern them. And, you know, all these are all city systems, but they're designed to suppress and control any human mind and even the human body, so that certain individuals are not seen and heard because they might not agree to a total control system. You know, because in the past I agreed to the city system because it appeared to benefit me, it appeared to support me. And that was part of my coercive mind control. In other words, to where I'm seduced into thinking that if I, you know, think that I'm in a good city and that the city systems and all the programs they have are beneficial to myself and the environment, I go along with it. And that's what you call deceptive, seductive, coercive control. Because most people, like I say, if you realise that a lot of technology was destructive to your mind and body over a period of time, they might not be quite so happy with using the technology. But that's, I think, a lot of the deception, as we're always deceived, because, you know, no one realised when certain things are invented that they're going to cause long-term damage to your body. You may actually see them as a pleasurable, high vibrational habit, and many things that make you feel good in the moment can sometimes cause you problems down the track. But most of the authorities or the powers that be are well aware of everything at a scientific level about the human mind and the body. So everything is just a continual game at playing the human perception of things. So if you become aware of something being negative, then they promote that, but then they'll bring something else in that is the same, if not worse, for your mind or your body. That's how it seems to be in this world, doesn't it? Anyway.